Hey, what's up guys? Mike Locke here, Hope all is well. Thanks for tuning into this video blog. In this video, I want to talk about the idea of practicing when it comes to web design. I've been thinking about this over the last few days. I respond to a lot of emails. I help a lot of people out in terms of web design. I get people emailing me about different questions. I get people sending me their websites to review. And this is what I do on a daily basis. So I'm always thinking about how do I better explain a way for people to get better in terms of web design. What new things can I sort of touch on to help people sort of move towards becoming a better visual UI designer. Now, one thing that I think about is when you're working in freelance work, when you're working with clients, sometimes you can be learning the wrong fundamentals in terms of web design, because a lot of times when you're working on a freelance project, the client is giving you a logo or giving you some sort of direction that might be totally off base on what you're thinking. So that sometimes, a lot of times, the project ends up being not what you thought it was. It ends up being something that you don't even really want to use on your portfolio, and you just sort of like a waste of time. And this can take 2 months of your time, versus let's say you didn't take any freelance work, but what you did was you just stayed home and you just focused on copying top websites and sort of sharpening your skills that way. Think about this. One of the things that a way to become a better visual designer is actually to copy websites. And I'm not saying copy websites for the sake of displaying this work on your portfolio. I'm just saying copying this work for the sake of sharpening your skills and getting better to understand UI design as a whole. One thing that you will learn if you take this approach to just copying websites and just practicing every night and not taking freelance work is that you will become, first off, you'll just be focusing on top websites and learning from the best, so to speak, because what you're going to be doing is going out to these websites like bestwebgallery.com, the FWA.com, taking these nice websites and then using them as a guide to sort of sharpen your skills and try to copy these sites to the T. And what that's going to do is going to help you become better at color, understanding what colors how color theory works and what colors go well together. It's going to be teaching you consistencies in terms of placements in website design, what type of photography to use, how to lay out your typography and things like that, versus working with the client for 2 months and working on a project where all the fundamentals are off base and you're not really learning the right way. So I was thinking, if I was to start over today, one of the things that I would do is I wouldn't even take freelance work for the first year. I would just practice each and every night, take top websites, Microsoft.com, Sony.com, take these top websites and sort of look at how they're designing it and try to copy that. And this is just for you to sort of sharpen your skills. And then what happens is, a year from now, you would be, I believe, in a far better position than someone who's been struggling, working on client, small mom and pop shops, working on client work. You would probably be in a better spot because now you've taken the time to really sharpen your skills based on really fine quality work. Whereas someone who's head deep in it from the start, they're not really, they can't take a step back in terms of looking at their work and sort of, correcting things on the fly. They're just moving, forward with client feedback and things like that. So that's my thing is, if you're thinking about getting into web design and you're just now an aspiring web designer and you're not getting any client work right now, I think that's a good thing. I would say don't take any client work, just focus every single night. I would just take the next 6 months to a year, focus on copying websites and to sort of sharpen your skills, and don't even worry about a portfolio at this point because you're just learning. And as you start to copy websites, after several different websites, you'll start to see consistencies, logo placement, navigation placement, typography placement, how the use of gradients, the use of imagery, the use of text in addition to photos and things like that. So you can learn a lot just by practicing rather than diving into freelance work. All right, so that's all I was thinking about. I wanted to share this in a video. Hopefully, you get a little bit from this. I'd love to hear your feedback on what you think about this. If you think that's a good approach, or if you think working with clients is a good approach, whatever works for you, let me know. Leave comments below. And thanks for watching this video. We'll talk soon. Bye.